Um, and that's an important thing. How heathens behave should be done with honor, and should be done with honor in mind, right? What do I want to do? How do I want to act that preserves my honor, my luck, um, and then the luck, the the honor of those that I'm interconnected with. When an individual heathen ties weird and becomes connected with other people, other heathens especially, there's this thing that happens, we talked about before, called frith. Frith happens interpersonally. It happens amongst people. It doesn't happen long distance. It doesn't happen, uh, or it doesn't really blossom or bloom into what it really is over long distance. Seeds might be planted, or there's things that can happen that can start action being taken in that direction of securing and maintaining and fostering that frith web, that frith bond between people. But ultimately, even if something like that starts long distance, it has to happen ultimately in person. It has to be maintained in that way. There has to be accountability. There's obligation involved with frith. There's responsibility involved with frith, and you can't really hold people accountable or responsible to one another over long distance. It's hard to really measure that. It's hard to really quantify that. It's hard to preserve that degree of a bond with someone or someone's, over long distance. So when things start out between one individual, two individuals, and then it expands and becomes several people or more, it's almost like it's impossible for it not to turn out where if someone who was once focused or dedicated on the tribe, on the group, and was putting a lot of their focus and their effort into it, and who is now being pulled in a different direction, or is being drawn into to looking either towards themselves or towards other interests, maybe within their own hearths and their own homes, that type of thing can't help but impact the rest of the tribe. It's when one member rejoices, all the members rejoice. When one member suffers, all the members suffer. There's this thing that happens when you tie frith, tie weird, when you establish frith, and when you tie weird with people. There's this thing that happens that without wanting to infringe on their private lives and without wanting to overstep the sovereignty of their own hearths, their own homes, their own space, their own lives. Regardless of that, without wanting or wanting to do anything like that, you're still feeling an impact of what their choices, their decisions, their movement has made on you as a member of that body, as a member of that tribe.